What's going on? What's going on, people? Thanks for coming by. Make sure you hit the like button. Nah, I'm inside of 64 just doing a live video showing you how the port works. That's all. So if you ever come down to 64 Mart Terminal Port Newark, this is pretty much how everything works. You see containers all over the place. Just show you how it works. So if I come down here, you know how to hit the box. Right now I got it empty, trying to get ready to empty so I can get out of here, go to another port in Jersey City, which I'm not going to make. I got a 9 to 11 appointment, so I ain't going to make that one. But this is pretty much the operations in and out of Perth 64 Mart Terminal. Quick little live video. Hey, no problem, kid, man. Thanks for coming through. I'm just up here right now just showing that the operation in and out of 64/Mart Terminal. As you can see, a bunch of containers in here right now. I know it's kind of wobbly because it's on the dashboard, that's all. Yeah, no. Yeah, you do have to be careful with a lot of these companies, man, because like I said, the company called Seeger out there in Bakersville, California, they filed Chapter 11. And when they filed Chapter 11, that hurts the drivers, man. It kind of hurts the consumer, hurts your family, because once they filed Chapter 11 and you out there on the road, there was a big company called Automatic a couple of years ago. Big company out there, tanker company. They shut down before COVID. They had drivers in Arizona. They had drivers in Washington State. They had drivers in California, Sacramento. They had drivers all over the place. And when they filed Chapter 11, they don't let you know anything. The first thing they do, like I said, they shut off the fuel card. What up, Dice TV? They shut off your fuel card. They shut off your com data. They cut off your direct deposit to your bank. They cut off your insurance. That once they shut down and file Chapter 11, see, they could go back under the 2290, go back under the LLC, and they can refile and come back as another name, and they don't have to give you nothing. So there's a lot company in Pennsylvania that hauls mail. They filed Chapter 11 September 3rd and put a lot of people out of business, man. They don't have to pay you anything. They carry the U.S. mail. They don't have to pay you anything, man. And a lot of these companies, they does that, man. And it hurts you because you can't pay the holiday coming. You got bills, you got plans. You can't do anything because they're not going to pay you no money, bro. They don't want to pay. Nah. Yeah, you do good.
Hi, company.
All right, thank you. We're going to GW. GW, get rid of this. I'm going to inspection lane first. Yeah, but see, that's what they do, man. Like you said. Now, they filed Chapter 11, Chapter 13, right? They don't have to tell you a dumb. They don't have to tell you anything. You know, you lose out, you lose big money. They owe you $13,000, $10,000, $5,000, $1,500. Your bonus in the hole, everything you did for this company is gone, right? So now, like you said, now, if you quit the job, say if you on the highway and you out there in Sacramento, California, you out there in Florida somewhere, right? And then you realize that this company been jerking around for years. So you go, you know what? I quit. Come get your truck. The truck at the truck stop. The keys are in the truck. They, like you said, they hit you with abandonment. So now you abandon the truck. So now, like you said, they gonna put on your TSA scores. They call insurance company. You know, they putting that. They making sure you don't get a check. They charging you to get the truck back. Before you know it, you in default. Now you in court paying them back for record fees, toll fees, diesel fees, toll. They charging it back to you, and you saying, yo, I wasn't even making no money. Y'all keep throwing me under the bus. So if you telling me I'm gonna be home by, all right, you gonna get a back haul by Sunday. Sunday come, you telling me, well, we ain't got no back haul, but you got to go to Colorado. Joe, you told me I'll be home Wednesday. Yeah, I understand that, but you still got to go to Colorado. So let you walk away and abandon that truck. Why would you company do? Your company gonna throw you in the bus, man. They gonna throw you under the bus. You not getting no money from that, bro. The company can hold you accountable, but who's gonna hold them accountable when they file Chapter 11, Chapter 13? Now, whose fault is that? And you can't even go out there and sue them. And then they start right back up, known as, or doing business as of. Yep. They'll show right back up as another company under another deal or a different DOT number, and back out there running again, man. But you can't get it down for these companies, man. See, this is what people don't really want to talk about. That these companies, they just make a hand over fist. And then they get rid of you, man. They get rid of you. All right, let me go. I gotta. Yeah, that is crazy. They do it all the time, Karen. They do it all the time. A lot of these companies go belly up. They gotta tell you nothing, man. All right, I gotta go to empty inspection, drop this box, and get up out of here. Companies do it all the time, man. You gotta be careful with some of these companies out here. You gotta be careful. I seen all them drivers out there in Bakersfield, California, sitting out there, and you know, it was sad because they was trying to talk to somebody. They sent a small guy out there. At the same time, you got trucks coming in. You got drivers, man, they leave trucks at a truck stop on a highway, out there in the middle of nowhere. You can't get no diesel. You can't even. They cut off the com data card. They cut off your fuel card. You ain't got no money in the bank. They get to do that, and they not held accountable for that, man. And it's really messed up out here, man. How they do it? Then you call your dispatcher, he ain't answering the phone no more. You call the boss, he ain't answering the phone no more. You know, the best thing gonna say, well, just leave the keys in the truck. Or most of the time, they won't even answer the phone, so you don't know what to do with the truck. So you be having trucks all over the place, man. A lot of companies does that, man. You gotta be careful with that, man. Some of these companies will promise you the world, man. You better watch how they moving. You better watch how they moving, man. Especially a company too that went out by another company, they don't want the drivers. That's another thing, man. Well, what's going to happen is, if a company shut their door, file Chapter 11, All they're gonna do is tell you this: you got a CDL license, good luck. That's all they're gonna tell you. They ain't gonna tell you shit. They ain't gonna send a letter to your house. They ain't gonna send you an email. That's the crazy part. Let you be late for work or let you have a violation on your license. What they're gonna do is report it is on your CSS scores. They're gonna put that on your company paperwork, your company record, so they can find any way to fire you. But if they can turn around and just shut down, they ain't got to tell you nothing. They ain't got to answer no questions. Man. You get a lawyer ain't gonna be able to do nothing because a lot of companies been out. A lot of companies does this shit. I see a lot of companies went on. A lot of companies buy one company out, don't want the drivers, kick all the drivers to the curb. That's like years ago I worked for a company called New Deal Delivery Service. New Deal was bought out by Dynamic. Dynamic bought out New Deal. New Deal had 70 drivers. Dynamic only took 5 of those drivers. 65 drivers out of a job, man. Out of a job. But they didn't want it. It happens a lot with these big companies, man. These big companies, small companies have that a lot. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised, man. That's why they tell you get your hazmat. A hazmat on your license is good, but they don't keep you a job. They don't even want to pay you extra for hazmat. They pay you $75 to $100. So you run around here, get hazmat, you haul these hazard materials up and down the road. Like I used to haul explosive. I used to haul chlorine bleach where I had to get an escort. So when you haul chlorine, you had to get a certain amount of explosives. You had to get an escort and you had to pre-plan the whole route before you take the route. They don't even want to pay you for that, man. You're going to take a fingerprint, you go get your twit card, you do all this extra stuff to get a hazmat, and they really don't want to pay you for that. They pay you $75 to $100. That ain't no damn money, man. I'm putting my life on the line. I got to worry about somebody following me, hijacking the truck. I got to worry about DOT checking all of my placard tags. If I'm missing one placard tag, they want to put me out of service. If I got the wrong number wrong, if I don't have the paperwork in the bottom of the door, if I don't have the paperwork on the dashboard, man, I'm telling you, man, they make it to the point where as though you can't survive out here, man. So now you got a hazmat license. They don't pay you extra for that. I hauled tankers for 2.5 years. I did a year and a half with Quality Carrier and a year and a half with Linden Boat. They don't really want to pay you for that, man. Yeah, the regulator, They don't want to pay you for that, man. They want you to put on a chemical suit. Like a lot of these companies, right? I work for, when I drove for Quality Carrier, I was hauling acid from North New Jersey. I took an acid load from North New Jersey to Sacramento. They want you to carry, you gotta take a hazmat suit, hazmat boots, you gotta take a hazmat helmet, you gotta take a breathalyzer, all of that, respiratory. They want you to do all of this stuff. All of this. They don't want to pay you no more for that. You have to buy all of that. They charge me for that suit. They didn't give me that hazmat suit for free. You think because I got my hazmat license that they was going to give me that suit for free? Nah, they charged me for that hazmat suit. They charged me for that. The respiratory, the helmet, all of that, the mask with the breathing tools and all of that, they charge you for that. So when you get your hazmat license, they charge you for that. The only thing I really made money on when I ran doubles. Now when I ran doubles and pulled double trailers, I made good money pulling doubles. I pulled doubles 8 years for Conway Central Express. Now Conway is Expo. So when I ran doubles, I made more money pulling doubles than I made just having a hazmat license. You know, a hazmat license is supposed to keep you on the job. It don't really keep you on the job, man. Hazmat, it's a joke with hazmat. It's a joke. They're not going to pay you what you think you're going to make with a hazmat license. I got every endorsers on my license. Double, triples, tankers, motorcycle. I got everything on my license. They don't pay you extra for that. Nah. They don't want to give you no money for that. And now you got, I'm going to tell you how it works down the port. Now you see that container in front of you? Yeah, it makes no sense, right? It makes no sense. Now you see that container in front of you? That container in front of you would have guys in here with no hazmat license. And what they would do, they would come in the port and they'd put placards on them containers. They'd put placards on them containers, and as long as they get them in the port and they on port ground, ain't nobody gonna check that guy and see if he got a hazmat license. That guy right there have 40,000 pounds of hazmat corrosive on the back of that container, and he would get to the trouble window, throw placards on that container, and still get that shit in the port, and go to the truck and will go to the office and hand in the paperwork for the load with hazmat And nobody would never come check to see if he got hazmat license. That's the crazy part. They would never come check. You come in these ports, they ain't checking for all that. Well, let me see your license. You got hazmat license? Let me see. Nope. Nah, he put them placards on that container. He gonna ingate that box. And that box will get put on the ship and leave. A lot of these guys do that. They come in the port and put the placards on the port. I see guys ain't got no hazmat down here. Most of the time, it's not working, man. You want to be safe. You want to travel safe. You want to do everything, you know, the regulations tells you to do of being safe and driving out here, having all the credentials you need. Most of the time, they don't want to pay you for that, man. They don't want to pay you for that. I've been out here 29 years, going 30 years. I know how the game work out here. I got paid for pulling tankers. I didn't get paid for hazmat. They don't want to pay for that. $75 for a hazmat. Yeah, all right. They want to give you, like the container, you can have 50,000 pounds of dangerous when wet on that container, and they want to pay you $50 for the hazmat. Just to carry the hazmat. It's supposed to be at least $150, $200. Nah, they don't want to pay you that. Nah, $52, $75, that's what you're going to get. And now I got to, right where he opened those doors, I got to do the same thing he do. I got to go for the inspection real quick. I got to open the door, they're going to look inside. And most of those guys over there, they just standing there. They ain't standing right now. They tell us in here we gotta wear a vest, a safety vest, right? Most of you guys in here don't wear no damn vest. I got a sweater on, but I got an orange sweater on, but most of them jump out with black shirts, red shirts, all types of crazy shit. Yeah, but this is pretty much how the ports look down here. You know, when you come into the ports, that's how it works. You gotta go through the scanner box like I did. You gotta get a ticket. No problem, no problem. Hey, let me tell you something. I always say, knowledge and wisdom is for free, man. I always say that. Always say that. Knowledge, wisdom for free. The best lesson you can learn is the best lesson to learn is the lesson you paid for. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna say it one more time. The best lesson you can ever learn is the lesson that you paid for. If it gotta be by money or word of mouth. And sometimes you can be a hard-headed, you can be a hard-headed soul. And if you gotta pay money to learn that lesson, you ain't gonna do it again. You ain't gonna do it again, man. So remember that. Well, yeah, I give knowledge all day, wisdom, and how, you know, I don't have no problem with doing it. Yeah, I can't take it with me, man. So whatever I learn out here, if I can pass it on and give it to y'all for free, take it and run with it, man. And it's pretty much all you're doing. You just got to come through the aisle real slow. It says empties only. You got to come through here with an empty box. You pull up on the yellow line down there where it says stop, pop out, open the doors. Make sure cut these zip ties too. If I don't cut them, I already know you're gonna say something. All right, yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta open these doors. Let's get it. I might lose service because I got to go a little bit to the left where the stacks of containers at. But I appreciate y'all for just going along with the ride, man. We talk a little bit, kick it, chop it up, but I got to go over here. So this pretty much procedures inside of 64/Mar Terminal. Berth 64, Mar Terminal, all the same thing. So I got to go to the other side over here and drop this empty container. That's how it looks in here. See, these are Jersey ports. I don't know how California ports look. Probably the same far as California's. I've been to Tacoma, Washington 4 times. So I've been to Tacoma, Washington ports. It's pretty much the same thing, but they got like more coordinated Down here in the ports, it can get crazy. These dudes down here run you off, cut you off, and tear your hood up down here. So after the town, they don't even want to let you get by. But I gotta swing it here and make this left real quick. So what you see is what I see. What you see is what I see right now. So you can't hit the like button. If not, hey man, hit the dislike button. It's cool with me, man. I ain't tripping like that. I try to bring as much as I can. What up, Rose Gold? Rose Gold, thanks for coming in, man. It ain't just a drive-through video, man. I'm at the port, just chopping it up, you know. So it's pretty much how it goes down here in Port Newark. Trying to bring something different than, you know, the back and forth, man. I don't have time for it all the time. You got time for a period, but like I said, you know, most of the times in here, you got guys going to the left. Yeah, quick question. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I hope it go back to where it was, but right now it sucks, man. So if you up here, if you watching videos on YouTube and you got guys talking about somebody buying trucks, you got guys talking about they getting money off this. The race is garbage, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. The rates are garbage right now. So I hope it go back soon because the fuel, right now they fluctuating the weight off the fuel, and you know they not putting in the factor that you still have tolls. You still have wear and tear on the truck. You still have maintenance. There's a lot that goes in with this. So you have a lot of people that's, you know, getting their license for 1 year, or some people go get their license today and they want to become an owner-operator by tomorrow. So when they come an owner-operator, they don't know the business. And since you don't know the business, you're going to take the cheap rate. You see what I'm saying? You're going to take the cheap rate. So if you didn't get a year's experience or 2 years under your belt and you want to become an owner-operator, you go out there and buy a truck right now for $160,000, right? So now you buy a truck for $160,000. So you think, I'm balling. I got a truck for $160,000. You're paying $2,000 a month in a truck payment. With all of that being said, you go up there taking rates. You take your loads for $600, $700. You doing loads with like a couple stops on them for going down to Georgia for $1,200. Like, who taking money like that, man? Taking money like that. And the crazy part is this is where I could do 2 loads back and forth to the port and make the same money they take it and run down to Georgia. And that's crazy, man. That's crazy, but that is what they doing out here. So taking anything they can take. You know, I couldn't do it like that, but ain't nobody telling them nothing because a lot of these guys are getting out of school. You know, I'm not blaming nothing on the younger guys, but the younger guys, I'm not taking nothing from them. But they need to understand being out here in this type of lifestyle, you're going to have to learn or at least get some type of knowledge of what's going on out here. You know, understand that, you know, you're young, you get your CDL at 21 or whatever, 18, 21, and you go out there, you see a nice truck, you buy a truck. But it's really not that simple, man, because it's really not that easy. Because once you jump out there and buy that truck, you start taking those cheap-ass rates. Before you know it, you can't make the truck payment. You know, you take the cheap rates, but what you fail to realize, you still have mortgage, rent, kids. You still have insurance payments, car payments. You still have a lot more you want to do. So you can't do nothing taking these cheap rates, man. You can't do nothing taking these cheap rates, and don't nobody want to hear. So what they want to say, all the old heads are stopping us from eating. Me and my boy DJ Av, TV. We just had that conversation, man, on, you know, we're not trying to tell y'all can't eat, but at the end of the day, you have to do it right. You have to do it right, because now if you're gonna hurt the industry, now they're gonna tell you, okay, you did this run for 600, but now I need you to do it for 400. Can you bail me out? Like me and DJ Av TV, shout out to DJ Av TV. We were just talking about this, man. And a lot of these guys, they don't want it now, because now one hand washes the other. But if you doing favors and the favors they're gonna cost you the money, you gotta say no. You gotta say no. You gotta say no. Like, nah, I don't want the cheap rate. You gotta say no, because if you keep saying yes, you know what it's gonna get you? Hey, you're gonna be giving that key up. You can't make no money, man. If those wheels ain't turning, you can't make no money. So as an owner operator, if you don't get up and go to work, those wheels ain't spinning, you can't make no money out here. So why take the cheap rate? If you're not willing to say, okay, I can't pay my bills on this type of rate. Then why take it? But a lot of people don't look at life like that, man. It's kind of like the streets, man. If you in the streets hustling hard, you're not gonna hustle backwards, man. You feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna hustle backwards in the streets. So why would you get out here in the trucking industry and do the same shit? You won't do that. You won't do it. Now, if you was out in the streets hustling and somebody, you talking about a 2 for $5, let me get a 2 for $5 for $3. What? If you want to do it in the street, but you get out in the trucking industry, you're gonna do it. But you think you're making money. Yeah, these the cranes. These what we call cherry pickers right here. They just grab the containers and listen, if you look on the ground, I gotta go to slot 11. So I gotta pull up where his box at. So he gonna take this empty, but I hope I can make it over to the local terminal. I hope I can make it. Yeah, he gonna take this box right here. So as I pull up real slow, he gonna blow the horn. Once he blow the horn, I stop. He grab the box. Then I can try to make it to Jersey City. Alright, grab the box, I can get up out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing a couple of these ride-along videos, man. You know, to get y'all, you know, to get y'all pretty much informed of what we do down here in these ports. A lot of people don't know what we do in these ports. We come down here and we just run around. It's a big old line out there. These ports are backed up right now. It's terrible right now, terrible. You see? All right, it's 10 o'clock. I should be able to make it. Let me get up out of here, man. Should be able to make it. I got it to 10:30 to get in there. If not, you're gonna spin me around and shit. So let's see if I can make it. Yeah, but these ports can be terrible sometimes. You'll see as I'm going out, if you look to the far left, you'll see a bunch of trucks just sitting over there waiting to get in. Yeah, I try to bring something different over here, man. Nothing, maybe just sitting here, man, just chopping up with the people, showing what we do in and out these ports. That's about it. Now, right now, I got a bed chassis. What you see on the back is what we call a bed chassis. So everybody going out, either going back to the yard or they going to another port to get a container, either getting the empty or to get the load. So that's what we call a bed chassis. So if you hear me, every now and then, if you hear me saying I got to go get a bed chassis, that's what I got on my back right now. So what they have is what you call a bed chassis. See, he got a 20 foot. That's a 20 right here. That's a 20 stretch, so you can open that chassis up. Me, I got a 40 right now. So. Yeah, I apologize for the bounce on the screen, but the phone ain't that stable. I got it sitting on the dashboard, so it ain't that stable. All right, so now I got to choose one of these lines. Which one I'm gonna get in? I think I get in one of them. Who we at? I don't know this guy here. I'll stick right here for a minute. Oh yeah, these ports stay active and crowded, man. They stay active and crowded. One thing about these ports, it's always working the port. I can honestly say that, man. It's always working the port. See, the port is different from running your own trailer, because running your own trailer is a hustle game. You gotta hustle. You gotta know what fits you. You gotta know what kind of money you need to make. You gotta understand how the fuel work, how much fuel you need to burn to do certain runs. You gotta average the fuel with the miles, with the tolls. You know, depends on what city and state you're going to, but it's different in these ports. These ports, we get paid by the rate. There's a rate on these containers. Some containers by the rate, some containers by the load, but pretty much get paid on the rate when you end out these ports. So the ports always got work. See, I base the economy on the port. If the port's slow, economy doing bad, doing real bad. So right now, the ports are moving, man. They stay active. If you look over to the right, all of those are trucks waiting to get in. To the left, all of those are trucks waiting to get in. So the ports stay active. We stay active. We always got to work in here. And say, hey, a lot of people don't like the ports because sometimes we do wait. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Last week I was in here 8 hours, but I was dropping a load, picking up an empty. So sometimes you get in here, you could be in here for some hours. Most of the people call us pair racks. Oh, they ain't nothing but a bunch of pair racks. Yeah, we in here every day, but the most of it, we do get work every day. There's work in the piers every day. The piers and the rail yard. The rail yard and the ports pay different. The rail yards are cheaper than the ports. But with the rail yards, you might not go as much headaches we go through in the port, but the rail yard rates are cheaper. The pier rates are a little better than the rail yard. You know, that ain't just my opinion, that's fact. That's what I do know. So containers coming out the ports pay more than the rail yards. Well, in New Jersey and New York, Port Authorities together. So the rates are different if you inside the port than the rail yards. You know, but it's still all the same thing. It's still pretty much containers. The rail yards got 53 footers. There's the biggest container coming out the ports are 45-foot containers. We got 45 to 40s to 20s coming out the port. The port don't have 53-foot containers. That's all rail. So if you haul a rail and you got a 53-foot container, that's coming out the rails. You would never find a 53-foot inside a port. Not over here, you won't. But the loads are heavy though. You can get some heavy loads out these piers. I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't front about that. You would never know what's on these containers. These containers be heavy. Some be heavy, man. I done pulled 86, then 90,000 pounds out the port. You know, so when you got a 20-footer, anything over, I think 30,000 pounds, you gotta stretch the chassis. About 30, 32,000 if you got a 20. This is a 20 right here. So if you got that 20 he got, and he got about 35,000, 34,000, he got to stretch that. You got to pull that thing apart. Because if you get caught by DOT or on the highway, you overweight, and they're gonna ask you why you ain't stretch that chassis. They will give you an overweight ticket for that. You know, or your company might hold overweight permits, but you still got to chest that because there's too much weight on your rears. That's your rears right there in the back. Now, if he got too much weight on the rears, that will damage your rears, and you know, you don't want that much weight sitting on your rears. So if he loaded and he heavy, I hope he stretched it. I'll stretch that thing in a minute. I don't play that. I'm a 20-foot child, stretch anything. At the guy in front of me, he got a 20. But the piers is different though. He's different. See, in the piers, you need down in New Jersey, New York, you need a Twick and a C-Link. Philly, just a Twick card. I think Virginia might be a Twick card, but in New Jersey, you need a C-Link also. So if you come into these ports, they run off C-Links. The Twick, they really even ask for the Twick, but you must have it. But all these piers, the only pier asked for the Twick card is Port North. Port North, the only one that asked for a Twick card. Other than that, might be able to make it. They're the only one. Yeah, coming out of here, that's it. You know, all I gotta do now is get up to the booth right here and get it. They're gonna push the ticket out because we got FRD tags. FRD tags on the window. So it scans all our activity in the port. So once I go up here and get scanned, I'm out of here. So it's pretty much the procedures on how to come in and out of 64 Mart Terminal. But you gotta, you know, follow the guidelines. And I can say speed limit. Most of these guys down here, they don't follow the speed limit. They just be shooting through these ports. Tear your damn truck up and tear somebody's hood off. Now you gotta wait for Port Authority to come get you. And that's just, you gotta wait for a tow truck, a wrecker, and all that extra stuff. So you come in here, you got pretty much this yellow box right here. Wait for your ticket to come out, and you slide it out of here. That's pretty much about it. You'd be surprised that you got other ports don't even know about ports right next door. So you got guys next door on PNCT, they don't know what's going on here. They familiar with it, but they don't know as far as the traffic wise. All right, I got it. Appreciate it. That's it. Once you get your ticket, you up out of here. And I gotta shoot up in Jersey City. I doubt if I make it though. I go to the global terminal in Jersey City, New Jersey. So that I'm gonna have to end the live if I make it over there because they got signal blockers. They be over there blocking everything over there. You can't even be on the phone over there too much. They got signal blockers. We're gonna get up out of here though. right, we over here. Hey, what up, bro? Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Hold on 1 second. We'll get at you on that. All right, talking about two moms. All right, 1 second. If you see right here, all the containers, the truck's waiting to get in 64. It's backed up right now. That tells you right there. It's stay active in these ports. All these guys out here, they all waiting to get up in here. They all waiting to get in. Yeah, it might even be backed up all the way towards the end. It might be a mile long. You got Port Authority cops out here right now. A lot of these guys are waiting to get in this port. Might just be a mile long. You can look further up. You'll see guys are trying to get in. All right, what we got with this? Oh, the IFTA. All right, I got you on the IFTA. Now, pretty much, the IFTA is only. Now, see, back then when you got like couple years ago when I first got my truck, you had to pay for each state you ran in, right? So now when you buy the IFTA now, the IFTA pretty much cover all 48 states plus Canada. You know, the IFTA cover all 48 states plus Canada, but you're gonna need your portion place. If you got the IFTA, you need the IFTA if you're gonna leave out of state. Most of the time, if you're leaving out of state and you buy fuel, you're gonna need that IFTA, so you're gonna have to apply for, you're gonna have to get the 2290. So once you do the 2290 with the IRS, they're gonna give you a piece of paper. You take that 2290 it's $550. So with the IFTA, you go apply for the 2290, you're gonna pay $550. You take that receipt to the IRS. The IRS is going to, no, you go to the IRS, you pay the $550. The IRS will give you a receipt. You take that receipt stamp, you're gonna take that over to your motor vehicle. The motor vehicle, you're gonna show them that you got it. Once you show them that you got it, then they're gonna send your IFTA and everything in the mail, but you gotta pay for that. Because if you don't have the 2290 stamp, you can't put that truck on the road. You need your IFTA to put that truck on the road to pay for fuel. Which I think is bull, which I think is BS though. But they charge you the $550 when you do your IFTA. Same thing if you go get the New York HUD. You gotta see the New York HUD only apply for upstate New York. The New York HUD is only if you're going upstate New York, you need a New York HUD. But other than that, you gotta pay for the fuel tax, for your IFTA and all of that. So I know if you do your registration, every year I do my registration, I gotta do the 2290. Then once I do the 2290, then you apply for the IFTA, all that shit come in the mail for you. There's a lot of trucks out here right now. You got Port Authority cops out here. Yeah. It's a tax you have to do regular on the truck. So every year, like Al said, every year you got to apply for that. You got to do the 2290. Every year you got to do the 2290, man. So you do the 2290 for as the registration concerned. Then you got to apply for the IFTA and all of that. So because without that IFTA, because like I'm telling you what they do, they sometimes like state of Pennsylvania, like they give you 3 months. Once the IFTA come out, they give you 3 months to get the IFTA. So you got 3 months before they start pulling you over in the DOT stations. They start checking for IFTAs. Like they all the same. They come out with the same color. Nobody get a different color. If they come out with red, all 48 states get red. If they come out with blue, they come out with green, they come out with black. Never seen a black one, but if they come out with other color, every state get the same color. But the difference is your state is going to be on that. So if I'm in PA, my IFTA would say IFTA You know, PA 2023. New Jersey would be New Jersey 2023. So it would have your state on it. So if I was outside the truck, I could show you the sticker. Yeah, you apply for the 2294 as a registration. Then you apply for the IFTA, apply for the New York HUD. That's if you're going into upstate New York. Most of the guys who don't go, most of the drivers who don't go upstate New York, you ain't even got to apply for the New York HUD. You ain't going that way. I don't think. Let's go. There we go. Let's see if we can make it over the move. I doubt if I'll make it. I got it to 10:30 to get in. Yeah, I ain't gonna make it. I gotta make that call. So I get a different appointment. I doubt if I'm gonna make it over here. I apologize for the phone not being stable because it's bouncing off the steering wheel. Give me 1 second. There we go. Missed the point minimum, but it's cool. I guess I was squatting up outside the room. You know, ready to go through quick so I can end this live. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Anything that I can do to help as far as answering these questions to the best of my ability. I don't mind doing it. Yeah, right now we down here. We leaving out of Port Newark. About to go over this Bayonne Bridge and head over to Jersey City. Please. Right now we're 78, about to cross over to Bayonne, New Jersey. Alright, let's get it. Alright, here we go. Let's get over here. I ain't gonna make it. Everything gonna make it in. Yeah, we ain't gonna make it. We're gonna give it. We're gonna listen it out. Let's get it. Let's get it. Shit. Alright. What up? Yeah, we ain't gonna make this port. What you see to the left of you is New York. And the other side is pretty much Jersey City. It's all New York over here. Yeah, he's right back. What's going on, Rob? What up? Man, trying to make it a global, I ain't gonna make it, man. Nah, I ain't making global, man. They closed up. I got it to 10:30. It's already 10:29. I'm about to pop off the exit right here in Bayonne, Jersey, man. But I know they ain't telling me, oh no, we'll call you back at 11 o'clock. I might have to wait out here till 1. Yeah, hopefully he can get me. He said it's not going to update. He gonna drive back at 11 o'clock. Hopefully he drive back at 11 o'clock. So I can hurry up and get in here and do what we do. Nah, I don't really mind, man, because I don't mind because it's too 64 was messed up, man. So if he can get me a number, cool. If not, I'll wait out. I got out of there though. Well, it really depends on what line you choose to get in and stay there. You gotta stay there. Yeah. I'm gonna try to swat up over here on the side. See the line, ain't too many trucks out here, man. I just swat up. I don't know. I'm gonna try to swat up on the side so I got a good spot. So if he give me a call, I told him I might have to wait till 1 o'clock. I'm really gonna wait, but I ain't got no choice. I don't have a choice right now. I don't have a choice. Let's see what happens. Now, appointment was from 9 to 10, but you got it to 10:30 to get in. That's the only reason why I was trying to wait. Let me make this right over here. And I'll go on the other side and just wait up. Whoa. Where? Auburn, the milk. Oh, all right. Oh, he really got the milk. Come on, man. Come on, man. Tripping for, bro. Oh, I know they do it to me a lot. I get that a lot. Nah, yes you can. I do it all the time. I pick up milk with recaps all the time, man. 86,000 pounds on recaps, man. 86,000, or the last time I had 88,000 on some of the Metro pool. It looked like an old co-op chassis. Yeah, they do it, man. They do it all the time, man. If they don't, you better believe it, bro. Yeah, this is Bayonne Porsche y'all looking at. You know what? All right, I'll park right here. I'll park right here on the side. Park right here. Right up on the front over here. Let's line up right here to about 11 o'clock. Maybe even 1 o'clock. And we're gonna park right here. Nah, it's cool. I don't mind waiting, man. I get up late sometimes. I don't mind waiting. Man. As long as I'm getting the load. As long as I make some money, man. So waiting ain't too bad as long as I'm making some money out here. Nah, you don't really get it, man. They don't, they don't get that stuff over here. Nah, man. Alright, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to end this live, man. But I'm gonna come right back. I want to talk about truck purchasing. I'm gonna put y'all on how to go buy a truck and what to look for when buying a truck. Alright, so make sure you hit the like button, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace.